When Travis Kelce enthusiastically promotes Taylor Swift as a special guest on a podcast, Jason Kelce reacts in shock. The Kelce brothers' well-known podcast made a shocking statement on Tuesday, February 25th, which drove fans into a frenzy. With an unabashedly proud smile, Travis Kelce joyfully declared that Taylor Swift would be making her debut on their program. With a very delighted reaction, Jason Kelce screamed right away, "Travis, you just accomplished the impossible. After playing in the NFL, you now host a podcast with Taylor Swift as a guest. Is this thing real?" "I can't believe it either, but yeah, she said yes," Travis said, his face beaming and a little ashamed. "What are your thoughts?" "Overjoyed," Jason exclaimed. "I was just wondering if she's going to bring Olivia the cat to our show." Travis burst out laughing at this, and Jason wanted to know, "Travis, respond. Respond!" "Oh, probably not, man," said Travis. "That meowing is going to irritate our audience." "I'm kidding, but it's incredible," Jason added. "Although we've had many wonderful visitors, Taylor Swift is truly remarkable." With pride in his eyes, Travis nodded in agreement. He also disclosed that there would be a lot of undiscovered tales regarding their relationship, personal life, and work in the extremely special episode with Taylor. Social media was instantly ablaze with fans eagerly anticipating this podcast edition. Fans even made the amusing remark, Jason should prepare some tricky questions to challenge Taylor. Another added, Travis would be so embarrassed to have his girlfriend sitting next to him on the podcast. Awaiting the Taylor versus Jason exchange, another person commented, "It will be a lot of fun." Whoa, it's happening at last. With Taylor Swift's appearance, New Heights will become a global sensation. Travis responded, "Hey Jason, you look a lot like Keanu Reeves' character, John Wick." Jason replied, "Oh thanks, but I don't want to be an action actor." Travis chuckled and remarked, "Anyway, it's a role. I suppose you're uncomfortable with that hair." Jason chuckled and replied, "Oh, I don't look like a boring role at all, but it's definitely a highlight that our audience will enjoy, I think." "Yeah, but that scene was scripted and we did a great job," Travis remarked. "For the first time ever, it is referred to as a short film on our show." "Oh, that's embarrassing," Jason said. "I never imagined that I would become an actor. However, I've always found change to be fascinating." Travis responded, "Oh, since the Super Bowl, we need to change things up a bit, to make something different with something more special." Jason replied, "If it works, I'll be dancing instead of looking sad like that." Since the Kansas City Chiefs' defeat by the Philadelphia Eagles in Super Bowl 59 more than 2 weeks ago, the NFL offseason has mostly focused on Travis Kelce's future. Kelce disclosed on his New Heights podcast that he is now thinking about his football career. Days after the Super Bowl, Kelce said, "I know everyone wants to know whether or not I'm playing next year, and right now I'm just kicking everything down the road. I'm kicking every can I can down the road, and I'm not making any crazy decisions." A decision on Travis Kelce's future will soon need to be made as the new league season draws near. But Chiefs general manager Brett Veach was rather assured when he addressed the star tight end's retirement rumors on Monday. "He was fired up, which is why we left it till the conclusion of the season. His contract is still in effect for another year." Veach remarked, "I still believe he has that fire and desire to play. I think we left it as he'd be back, and we're excited to get him back and get him going." NFL fans who are anticipating Kelce's decision responded immediately to Veach's remark. "Are you going to play fire? Older, slower, and fatter certainly didn't look like it the previous year." "Time to leave," a fan exclaimed. Another fan said, "As long as Kelce can continue to capitalize on the Taylor publicity, Goodell should not allow him to retire. There is definitely plenty of fuel remaining in the tank." Another fan wrote, "Travis Kelce is the one who can return. Stronger." Another fan commented, "After last season, the assumption that there is much left in the tank is absurd. LMAO. The 35-year-old Kelce just finished a season with 97 receptions for 823 yards and 3 scores. Kansas City is still among the top contenders in the AFC, so even though he had a solid individual performance, it might be hard for him to leave the game on that note given the bitter taste of the Super Bowl loss." An award-winning film producer, has stated that Travis Kelce would undoubtedly have a future in Hollywood if he decides to leave the NFL this year. Following the Kansas City Chiefs' humiliating loss to the Philadelphia Eagles in Super Bowl 59, which prevented them from achieving a historic three-peat earlier this month, Kelce is thinking about retiring from football. The 35-year-old said at the end of his 12th NFL season that it might have been his final one as he considers retirement, citing the physical and mental strain as a possible deciding factor. However, after making an impression in his first role, as an executive producer, Kelce has been supported to start another prosperous career in the spotlight of Hollywood if he decides to put up his boots. The Chiefs icon is headed for great things in the film and television industries after his football career is finished, according to Emmy Award-winning producer and entrepreneur Paul Scanlon, who collaborated with Travis on the upcoming comedy drama, film My Dead Friend Zoe. He said 100% when asked if he thought Kelce had a chance to succeed in Hollywood. "I would say yes, even based on the impact his involvement in our initiative has had. He's a great performer and a really likable guy," he continued. "I mean, he's proven that he's been in some good material, and he's a good producer." After hosting Are You Smarter Than a Celebrity on Prime Video and appearing in the horror series Grotesquerie on FX, Kelce made his small-screen acting and presenting debuts last year. Additionally, he has been cast as a cameo in the impending follow-up to Adam Sandler's classic Happy Gilmore film. It was disclosed earlier this month that he has also dabbled in producing, collaborating alongside Scanlon and others on Kyle Houseman Stokes' written and directed film, My Dead Friend Zoe. Scanlon added, "He's made a difference in our project," referring to the NFL player. "He's quite skilled at drawing attention to himself and a worthwhile endeavor. He is a generous individual. That's how Midwestern he is. His involvement has helped us accomplish our goal of getting this movie in front of more people where it can truly make an impact, and I get the impression that he wants to work on meaningful projects." In recent years, Kelce's fame has skyrocketed due to his brief affair with Taylor Swift. But when they started dating, he was already a well-known Saturday Night Live presenter. This offseason, the three-time Super Bowl winner must make a significant decision. He is considering leaving the NFL to spend more time with Swift and concentrate on his recently discovered career as an actor, presenter, and producer. After losing to the Eagles in the Super Bowl, he stated, "I think I'm going to take some time to figure it out," regarding his choice to retire. "I feel that I owe it to my teammates that, should I return, I would make a sincere decision and not take it lightly. I believe I could play, and I'm all for them. It all depends on my motivation and whether accepting all of that responsibility is the right thing for me as a man, a person, and a human." Jason, Travis's older brother, stated last week on Charles Barkley and Ernie Johnson's The Steam Room podcast that he already knows if he will retire or not. "I think he probably, in his heart, already knows what he wants to do," Jason said. A long shadow is cast by Taylor Swift's partner, who also holds the NFL record for most postseason receptions and touchdown catches. However, there isn't much room for interpretation on the Chiefs' feelings regarding the tight end. The Chiefs signed Noah Gray to a 3-year contract extension almost 6 months ago because they knew he was ready to take Travis Kelce's spot. Shortly before Kansas City's season began on September 5th, he signed that contract, which was for $18 million in new money. The Chiefs are going to the Combine this week hoping to replace only one of their top 2 tight ends, not 2, after they locked up Gray. Last week, former Super Bowl champion Mark Schlereth said that Gray and Kelce may switch positions if they can maintain both. "If you took Travis Kelce and essentially made him a situational player," Schlereth stated on FS1's Breakfast Ball, "took some pressure off of him and said we're going to use you in these packages in these situations. Red zone, third downs, all those things. When we get into nickel, when we get into 2 tights and we want to spread people out in that formation." Schlereth stated that both parties might gain from the move, provided that the Chiefs don't fire Kelce in a salary cap move that would save $17 million and that the talk doesn't force Kelce into retirement.